Well, hello everyone, it's Lulu and it's time for my Sunday night chit chat. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, please take the time to subscribe. I think my Sunday night chit chats are about ordinary life. I think something all of us can relate to regardless of age. And I've revamped, resurrected, something my Friday night fun makeup videos. And so I'm doing those upon occasion. And I'm just so glad you're here. Somebody asked me to do more of my, not background, but just more of me showing. So I did. Maybe I should even do more. Wait, hold on. How do I lower this thing? Oh, me and technology are like not friends. Wait, there used to be, oh, here it is. Excuse me. Whoops. Maybe that's better? Polka dot sweater. Which just came on for the video and will come off immediately after the video because I am already sweating. How are you? And we know that on my Sunday night chit chats, I must begin with a sip of wine. Have I already showed you this glass? I bought it at Goodwill. It was only $1, maybe $1.99, and you can feel the, I feel like I've done this before. All right, anyway, cheers. All right, and the other thing I want to start with right away is on my Sunday night chit chats, I always wear a headband. Sometimes my hair is back, sometimes it's down. Today it's back. Can you see this? I have no idea because I'm looking down. But last time I did a Sunday night video, I asked for a vote on what you'd like to see in a headband last time. So this is the one that won. It's a double row, blingy. Everybody said they like blingy. So these are both blingy. This is a crisscross, but delicate, very delicate. And then this one is stars. Again, delicate, but stars. And the stars, I don't know if you can see, but they are, you know, they have fake rhinestones or whatever they are. So let me know if you would like number 1 next week or number 2, the stars. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the screen viewfinder and I shouldn't be doing that. Well, how are you? I did not do a last Sunday, I did not do a video because, so I've restarted my Friday makeup fun videos and I relaunched. You will see a link below and probably a link at the end of this video, my Hot Lips Hula Hand Tag. It has nothing to do with MASH. What it does have to do with is women of a certain age, and that age would be those who remember and maybe even watch the original TV series, but there is not one question about the actual TV series. It's more about an age-related beauty routine. I have tagged quite a few people. I hope they participate. I know a few have already. And I'm going to tag them all below again. And if you watch them, if you subscribe to them, please tell them to join the fun. That's a shameless plug. And I always like to mention, I want to grow my channel, but I don't monetize. I just want to grow my channel. Thank you. Okay, let's see what all my notes are for the Sunday. Okay, I mentioned Hot Lips Hula Hand. Ooh, good about that. And it's that it's not about MASH. Good about that. And that I want to grow my channel, but not because I monetize. Oh, okay, so voted on headband, did that. Wow, we're almost done here. So I have this thing, I'm thinking calling it during every Sunday chat, the discovery or disappointment, particularly about Costco and Aldi, because I love them both, as well as my regular grocery store. I could not live without yesterday I only did my regular grocery store. But I will tell you that if you love Gouda cheese, if you don't, then you don't. But if you love Gouda cheese, this at Aldi's, these snack sticks of Gouda cheese are some of the best Gouda cheese I have tried. And I am both a brie and a Gouda cheese expert. I don't know why, but I am. Brie and Gouda cheese. These, I was blown away. And I've seen them and I'm thinking, no, I'm not spending that kind of money. What money was that? $3.69, $2.69. You know me. If you've watched me a while, me and prices, I just don't pay attention. But this snacking cheese that is Gouda is fabulous. It is 12, you get 12 sticks in here. Each is 0.75 ounces, so altogether it's 9 ounces. I mean, this is good until June 7th. I want to say it was $3.69, but the point is, if you are looking for great Gouda cheese, and you buy the big, chunks of it, but you're not always eating it, this can actually be economical, because this is good until June 7th, and this is really more than enough to satisfy any Gouda lover. So I'm hooked. Absolutely hooked. Okay, so now we come to Costco. And if you have a suggestion, please post it below. But I have been looking for the ultimate fish stick, and I think I have to go back to either Gorton's or Van de Kamp's at my regular grocery store. I tried the ultimate fish stick from Costco. I really did. And I tried baking it, and I tried air frying it. And I've tried more than once and twice and 3 times in both methods. But to me, I don't know how to describe it, but there's this thing between the layer of breading and the fish that to me is just mushy. I don't know how to describe it. Taste was wonderful, but I don't like that mushiness. And if you over bake it or over air fry it, then the fish is dry. So I thought, okay, let me try this. It's not a fish stick, but it's from Costco, and it's the Fremont beer battered cod fillets. And I love cod. There's a long story behind that, but I love cod. And I thought, let me try this. And they are kind of triangular shaped. There you go, you can see that. They are excellent. I do them in the air fryer for about, I did them at 390 for about 12, 13, 14 minutes. I can't remember. Depends on whether or not you, at least with my air fryer, whether or not you preheat it. I wish, now the air fryer will save you time because this says 22 to 24 minutes. I can get them done in less than 15. I wish they had more fish in them, but the fact that there is breading and then fish, I love it. There's no gooey, wet, not quite cooked breading thing. And I find that if I dip them rather than in tartar, rather than in lemon, but actually dip them in cocktail sauce, they kind of taste like fried shrimp. So I'm very happy. Now I will, how many were in here? Maybe, see if I can figure this out. 1 fillet, 4, so 4, there's more than 4 fillets in here because 4 servings per container. Well, one fillet, but I feel like there are more than 4 in here. But I love these, love them, and especially with cocktail sauce. So there is my, I think I had a name for this little thing. Discovery and disappointment. So my Aldi discoveries and disappointments this week both were 2 wonderful discoveries. Okay. Mom, I always have to give you a mom update, right? Oh, and thank you to all of you who love my new background. I meant to only use this for my Friday fun, I don't even know what I call my series, Friday Makeup Fun videos, but I was too lazy to change the background, and I was too lazy to bring everything back into my master bathroom to video where I normally video my Sunday chats, so here we go. But somebody did ask me to back up, so more of it would show. Mom is doing great, health-wise, recovering well after her hernia surgery, recovering well. She thought rehab, the couple of weeks, week and a half in rehab, was much tougher than the surgery. I mean, they had her working. At 92, they really had her working. So she's finally coming kind of, I don't know what the word is. It might be the difference in her Xanax medication. We took her from 3, I took her from 3 to 2. She's subscribed 3, but she's like, anyway, she mentioned today that during rehab they had her do a lot of, maybe not a lot, but standing alone, standing without holding on to something for balance and posture and just strength, you know, your core, I think that's what it's called, right? And she mentioned this, and I said, wow. I said, and she said what they had us do is they had us stand, and we were playing with things. I couldn't quite understand what she was describing as things, but I thought, I have a what? Magnetrol, if you have young grandchildren or children, you'll know they come in squares, they come in pentagons, they come in triangles, but they're all magnetic, and they're all they're cute acrylic colors like pink and blue and lime green and light blue and purple, and you can build things. And I remembered I had that, and so I took it all and I put it on. I brought the ironing board out and I put them all on the ironing board. I said, Mom, if you want to practice your standing and balance to strengthen your core, here it is all on the ironing board. It was in the kitchen. And I said, here, play with these. And I showed her a few. She was so delighted. And I said, Mom, we can move this ironing board anywhere. In front of, I have a huge, really huge dining room, floor to ceiling, wall to wall, ceiling, anyway, window. I have a great family room window, same thing, just huge, huge. And I said, you know, that way could be interesting. We can move the ironing board wherever we want. And she had a blast. As a matter of fact, if you are a friend of mine, my name is Lulu B on Facebook. If you want to friend me, my link is below. But you'll see a picture of her on the ironing board building these things. And and standing independently. That's the important thing. Standing independently, not on her, you know, not holding on to anything, but building her core strength. And something else for her to do, you know, it was really good. So if you are if you are a friend, please be a friend. If you're not, well, please be a friend. But if you are, go to my regular Facebook page and you will see a photo of her, and it's just delightful. I'm watching, I always like to talk about what I'm watching in my Sunday night chats. My son, my younger son, it's so hard to say my instead of our. Even all this time, like it's so hard not to say our younger son. But it is our, right? Ugh, Lord. Our younger son, Andrew, is just he's like, he's like a geek. There's no other word for him. And he watches all these like documentaries and things, and he suggested The Pharmacist to me, which is on Netflix, and we do have Netflix. The Pharmacist. It's only 4 parts. And it's almost like the first part and a half has almost nothing to do with the 3rd and 4th part, but yet in the intro you get a feeling that they're connected, but you're watching it in the first part and second part going, what was the intro about? I posted on not my Facebook page, but on my group. Again, link below, Lulu's Beauty Friends. We rarely talk about beauty. Male, female, you're all welcome, obviously. And I said, I'm, based on my son's recommendation, I'm watching The Pharmacist. And the post just blew up with people who had been watching it. And I guess it's not been out that long. And I don't know what to say because I don't want to do a spoiler. It's about a son ODing from what you would think is a very happy family. And we all know anyone can OD, get addicted. And then it goes on to the oxycodone, what should we call this, explosion, and a particular doctor in the New Orleans area. It is beyond fascinating, and it is beyond witnessing evil. I've said from the beginning of, I don't even know, when I was old enough to even understand, if people who had such evil in their minds would put this to good use, honestly, we would have cured cancer by now. If all these people who all they do is think about evil and ways to make money and screw people up, if they would take this almost genius level, because it's not easy to be such a evil person, if they would take it to good, maybe some forms, not all, because they're all so different. Every form of cancer is so different. But maybe some would be cured or at least halted. Let's just get off the topic of cancer. But The Pharmacist, if you have Netflix, I can't recommend it enough. It's gripping. It's gripping. And a normal person. The pharmacist is because he is the dad who lost his son is a pharmacist. And that's kind of how he is fabulous. Okay, I'm starting my baby feet. I don't use the baby feet, excuse me, while I reach. I don't use the brand name. I use this. I buy it on Amazon. I can link it below. I hope I can. It's, as you know, not an affiliate link. Now, the important thing, can I say this like triple times? I might need a little sip of wine to do this. You must keep it on overnight. I don't care what they say. What do they say? They probably say to keep it on 2 hours. No, no, no. Keep it on overnight. These are little booties that are saturated with glycolic acid probably, and beta hydroxy acid, and who knows what else, urea probably. And you put them on, they're very squishy. Please don't walk, like literally put them on as you're getting into bed, and then they kind of like fold over and tape. Then take socks, regular socks, and put them over your feet. I have a miserable, miserable, miserable time sleeping with socks on, but I do this a couple times, twice a year. And I keep it on overnight, and that is the key. Not 2 hours, not 3 hours, not 4 hours. I keep it on overnight, and then, of course, in the morning, showered off. And you wait you've probably seen videos. You've heard about baby feet. All I'm saying is you get 2 of them for about $15 off of Amazon. Here's the name. I will put the link below. And within 3 to 4 or 5 days, I'm not talking skin like a sunburn. You know, if you've ever been sunburned and or peelies from Retin-A, or maybe you've had a real live peel at a derm's office, and no, this is like, shit. My brother-in-law said it's like peeling off pieces of latex. And this is the time to do it before sandal season, because your feet look horrendous with the peeling for week and a half, maybe more, depending on, you know. So I'm doing mine tonight, and I'm very excited about it. So there we have it. So I am starting mine tonight, and if you have never done this, it's almost like an out-of-body experience to see your feet peeling this much. The skin on your feet, the top, the toes, in between the toes, your heel, the whole thing. And then when you're done, you could model. Like, you could use your feet to model. Well, you know, feet are kind of, some people just can't stand the whole concept of feet, but you know what I mean. It's just that beautiful. I am watching on Amazon Prime. I just started this, and of course, you know me, I binge Silent Witness, which is about a pathologist. And so Silent Witness, of course, is the corpse who tells the story, and it's pretty good. It took me more than a few episodes to kind of get into it, because her personality is very. In one of the episodes, somebody said to her, asked her, "Do you ever get angry?" And she said, "Yes, I do. Why do you ask me that?" And he said, "Because you're so contained." And I thought, what a perfect way to describe her. But yet, you really, the character, like any series, really develops, and there's a lot of seasons to this. They're not long seasons, but there's a lot of seasons. So if you're like me and you like to binge, this is binge-worthy. It takes place, well, it's 23 seasons, so you figure it started 20 years ago or so. I don't know. Well, it doesn't seem 20 years old. Well, maybe it does when it first starts. It's a great, you know, crime detective series with the pathologist kind of being the leading role. Several different romantic involvements with her, but like not anything you'd be embarrassed to have the kids watch, quite honestly. It's a good series. It's a very good series. So if you have watched Silent Witness, let me know. Let me know if you can recommend something similar to it, because, you know, me, I binge and binge and binge, and then I'm on to the next. I think that's about it. Oh, did I already ask you this? I'm not sure. If you know of a long-lasting dog chew, Banks has the jaws of jaws, like jaws. You give him any kind of stuffed toy or from BarkBox, no more than 7 minutes, it is all over the kitchen floor. 7 minutes, it is all over the kitchen floor. I have tried the softer toys from, oh, what are they called? You can buy them at Farm and Fleet. Husky, those are good. but that's not really the name of them. Those were good. But if you can think of a natural dog chew, because I don't know, rawhide, bully sticks, beef hide, that would last. This dog goes, I can't describe his jaw power. I just can't even describe it. But if there's like yak chews, forget about it. They're you know, they can be this big, this thick around, this big. They're gone in 15 minutes. Which somebody said, oh, those are the. So if you know of anything, let me know. I don't know wherever I've ordered from. And I think I do very often, not very often, actually every week I go to the butcher and kind of have like a butcher and have a standing order for femur bones, the raw femur bones, and he cuts them to size. And both Banks and Lucy love those. But, you know, they're done with them within, well, Banks is done, you know, the marrow, all of that is out within, certainly within an hour. I just wish there was a toy, a chew I could give them over and over. I'm dreaming, right? Because if a femur doesn't hold their interest, I mean, if they can get through a femur in an hour, what hope is there? But I'm willing to listen because you never know. We all have different experiences. And I think that's about it. Somebody had asked me, I really didn't want to talk about this actually. Give me a moment to think about whether or not I actually... Like when I watch YouTube videos of people I really enjoy, and you know I'm a tiny channel, honestly I don't absorb. Like they'll often say, well, you know I don't like purple shadow. No, I don't know. You've probably mentioned it 1,000 times, but it's like I watch the YouTube video in the moment and then I'm done. Maybe that doesn't make me a very good subscriber. I'm not sure. But... a few weeks ago, I wore my original engagement ring and my original, not my original, but I might have had my original wedding band on. I didn't go back and watch the video, which is what I'm wearing today. And they had noticed that I had a diamond on my hand again. And I had said some time ago that I could never put my wedding ring back on after Vito died. Like it was like acid. It was like there was, and I wear a wedding ring every single day. I had quite a few wedding rings because I loved wedding rings because you know me, like red lipsticks, I love variety. And so I have quite a few wedding rings, band style, but there was, you know, one in particular that I would say was my wedding ring. And so somebody mentioned to me, they messaged me and said, I thought you weren't wearing, you know, your wedding ring anymore. And I'm not. I have tried. I've tried several times and I just can't. I don't even know how people can wear somebody else's, but, and it's not a judgment. It's just like, it's just me. But you're right. This is my original wedding set. And this, let me take this ring off, is an eternity band that actually I received for our first anniversary. And back then, eternity bands were literally meant, I don't know if you can see the inside of this, maybe not, maybe, but you were literally supposed to put a diamond in every year for your anniversary. Vito, this was our first anniversary, and he decided to start with 5 because he thought one looked silly. But the point was, you were supposed to put one in for every anniversary. That is what an anniversary ring is. Now we call them eternity bands, and they're already filled with diamonds. But this is my original first year. And I've had it enlarged because I'm not the same size I was during my first year anniversary. But as you can see inside, there is a space to put diamonds. And so I've been able to wear this. I thought, again, I'm not going to get into the story because I don't want to, and I can't, and I'll cry. But I thought this was gone. I thought this was, for many reasons, I thought this was gone. And in going through Vito's things, I found my original diamond. And I've always had my original wedding band, but it's still, even to this day, even though we had it enlarged, it's still a little tight, so kind of like makes your finger look like sausage, where the eternity band is not so bad. But For the person who asked, and I promised you I would video about this, that I'm not wearing the one that I really consider my wedding band, but I am wearing the original, which I found in Vito's things. That's all I'm going to say. The man was... my knight in shining armor in more ways than you could ever know. That's it. I'm done. We're done. Have a great week. I hope to get back. Oh, Hot Lips Houlihan. Did I already mention? I did mention that. I hope to see you on Friday for Friday Makeup Fun, and then back again Sunday for my chit chat. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.